The AT4X gives you similar on-road performance to a Raptor, but it gives you a much nicer interior. I'll include a link to the National GMC's website in the description down below. If you have any questions, just ask for David. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get right into it. Powering this is a 3-liter turbo diesel inline 6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic. Fuel economy is 19 around town, 20 on the highway, with power outputs being 305 horsepower and then 495 pound-feet of torque. We're closing in on 500,000 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now you've got the hood raised on either side and it's very boxy with the overall design. GMC's signature C-shaped lights sit just below that. You have a custom coloration on the grille for the AT4X, and then all the AT4X come with the AEV front bumper. It integrates tow hooks, recovery points. I said the same thing twice. Fog lights is what I meant to say for the second thing. Anywho, it makes the front end look a lot better. Tire wheel setup is 275 by 70 by 18, so it's a 33-inch tall tire. Got nice metallic gray for the wheel coloration. This is lifted a couple of inches, and it also has multimatic shocks. Nice little fender flares. We have the Duramax badge here on the side. We also have the AT4X badge. And then leaf springs in the rear with multimatic shocks too. Now with that lift, that means that the side profile, front to rear, is pretty level. When it comes to key fob features, we've got our lock and unlock function, remote start, tailgate drop down, GMC logo on the back. LED lights, we've got an outlet here in the bed, and then we do have bed liner already from the factory, so it's loaded up that way. And this also has the kicker sound system and the tailgate step, and yeah, it has a tailgate step too. To get this all folded up, click that into place first, and then just lift up the rest of the unit. Pretty cool looking taillights there. We've got the bumper steps, parking sensors in the rear too. And that will cap things off for the rest of the exterior. This week's giveaway makes my Jeep look lame because it is a supercharged Rubicon 392 that is fully decked out, producing 650 horsepower. Now, not only can you win this Rubicon 392, but part of the giveaway is also $26,000 in cash to help pay for the taxes. And not only that, your donations go towards helping children's and veterans charities. So use code BHC or click the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment. Any donation, $25 or more, will give you 4X bonus entries. Let's now check out the interior. Nice soft touch trim here on the door panel. You can see the cross stitching. You got the white stitching below that. More of that white accenting. This has the seat storage. Obviously close it to see the nice stitching there in the center of the seat. 60-40 split here in the back too. And then there's a flat load floor. Legroom in the rear is good. Storage pocket in the back. We also have cup holders, heated seats, USB ports, some vents to match. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check that out. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. We also have memory seats with this. Front two windows are automatic. The mirrors power fold in, and then you've got more fancy trim on the door panel itself. 1306 for the payload capacity, 8500 for the towing. AT4X there on the seat, perforated all down the center here. And then you do have power adjustments on the side with lumbar support and massage function. To the left of the steering wheel sits the controls for the driveline that has a part-time four-wheel drive system with auto high and low. Drive mode select, tow haul modes also in that area, as well as light controls, and the heads-up display controls are just above. And diesel. Paddle shifters in the back of the steering wheel, radio controls below that, nice trim all around. You also have controls for the center stack there, full digital. Cruise control, heated steering wheel on the other side. And then here's a closer look at that digital gauge cluster. You can see the information change there in the center, and then it'll also display the drive mode and drive line stuff off to the right hand side. Heads up display is just up above. Here's your 360 camera system, good resolution with the whole setup, and see at the different angles with this. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, there's a shortcut bar there on the side. There's also this auxiliary tab. The main screen responds pretty quickly. It has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Below that, we've got our dual zone climate controls, heated ventilated seat controls, and then we've got a bunch of physical buttons for different items, like the diff locks for the front and the rear, hill descent, stability, it's for the tailgate drop down, auto stop start, parking sensors, and then your lane departure. Got the shifter there for the 10-speed, trailer brake controls behind it, some cup holders, USB ports next to that. Tons of space in here. We've got a phone charging pad with an outlet, and then more nice trim on the top with this, and then you can see the double glove box set up there. Camera rear view mirror, and then we have this for the power sliding rear window. Sunroof up top, and then you got a pretty nice headliner. 2026 AT4X, $82,490. Let's see how this performs. Oh, let us set off in AT4X, the regular one. It's kind of interesting, like if you get the AEV edition, you're basically getting a rear bumper, different wheels, extra skid plates. But then on the Chevy, it's like it feels like more of like an addition because, well, the Chevy ZR2 doesn't come standard with the AEV bumper. The reason they did that is the stock bumper on this hung down, it's super low. Didn't make sense on the truck at all. Everyone complained about it. I complained about it. It goes to show you that you can make real change with automakers if you complain enough. But like in a respectful way. And, you know, complaining with your money, right? You go, I ain't spending my dollars with you until you fix this. That doesn't mean that you'll be able to get everything fixed, but be able to get most stuff fixed. I accidentally hit the stock there. This dealership's gonna do a whole new remodel, so like the driveways and everything will be a lot wider, from my understanding. Should be great. The lot will be bigger. There'll be more space to actually do stuff. Oh, this diesel's so smooth. 495 pound-feet of torque. You feel it. Smooth torque. And, you know, although this doesn't have the squishy Baja feel of the Raptor, it's still pretty comfortable with the suspension, and it still handles relatively well. The seats, though, are in normal GM fashion. They're firm. I really hope that when they redesign their trucks and everything in the future, that they redesign the seats. Just make the bolsters a little bit wider and it's softer cushioning. The benefit of firm is that it doesn't deform as much over time, so there is at least that little benefit. I love the smooth torque delivery. It's quite wonderful. Yeah, the shocks, they actually absorb things quite well. So to conclude, AT4X, the regular one, over $80,000. The crazy thing is, the ZR2 has gotten so much more expensive because they've added this package and that package. Now ZR2s are pretty much as expensive. So it's like you get the GMC with the massaging seats and everything for about the same price as the Chevy. So I think that's kind of an easy choice, right? And plus this has the better bumper. But yeah, it's a solid truck overall. Does it have acoustic glass up front? I forgot to check that. No. GM is still behind on that. Check every single vehicle I can. GM's the one that's using the least amount of acoustic glass, I've noticed. But I'm sure that'll change. Let me know your thoughts on the AT4X, the regular one. It's still an expensive truck, but it's not nearly as expensive as the AEV edition that is over $90,000, or not over, but it's about $90,000.